Thought about trying a grandma hobby? Today's the day to start. Guys, Kelly here. So apparently younger folks are now getting into what they call grandma hobbies, which is me now. All right, so let's dig in.
I just read something kind of funny, and apparently kids today are getting into what the article called grandma hobbies. Yeah, things like knitting, baking, gardening, and yes, painting. And honestly, I'm totally here for it. Watercolor has this amazing mix of nostalgia and modern creativity that makes it perfect for anyone, no matter what age you are. So today I wanted to show you how easy and relaxing watercolor can be and why it's becoming a favorite pastime even for people who didn't grow up doing it.
All right, and I'm curious, did you grow up watching someone paint, knit, or do creative things like this? Tell me in the comments. I would love to hear your stories.
First, let's talk about why watercolor fits right into this trend. Number one, it's simple to start. All right, all you need is paper, some paints, and a brush. There really is no fancy setup. As a matter of fact, when I started, I used this little tiny Winsor Newton Cotman kit, the brush that it came in with it, and a 3/4 inch or 1/2 inch oval wash brush, which now I would recommend using a number 8 round. But that's all you need to get going. And I even used watercolor cards, the Strathmore watercolor cards, instead of the pads of paper. If you want to go a little bit less expensive, they come with envelopes, and you can, practice on them and send them out. Because I mean, really, who wouldn't want to get a beautiful handmade card nowadays, right? The other thing I would do, I would cut those watercolor cards in half. So I ordered like 100 of them. And I had, when I split them up, I had 200 sheets of 5x7 watercolor paper that I could play on and, again, not have to worry about, I'm using expensive paper. And this stuff does handle the water and the pigments very well. All right, number 2, it's soothing. Painting with watercolors can be really meditative. Watching those colors flow and the blend it's kind of like a little mini escape. And mine turned into little mini seascapes, it seems. Number 3, it sparks creativity. There is no perfect way to do this. You can experiment, you can make mistakes, and the paint does its own magic. If you let it, just let the water move the pigment. And even if you've never painted before, this is something you can pick up in minutes and you can instantly feel proud of it. All right, so for example, this one I'm going to show you really quickly here. This is a little project, a simple seascape that I did using just 2 colors, ultramarine blue, and I used quin gold. So kind of a light color and a darker color seem to work best together, and starting out with just 2 colors seems to work better for beginners because it doesn't get as muddied as fast if you start with 2 colors. So you just start with adding a couple of layers of the blue and the quin gold, and then you add water to it and let the paint just bloom on the paper. And then you can add a few layers. You can let them mix naturally, and simple lines or right now I'm doing a little bit of details here, but not a whole lot. I'm still just watching the paints move at this point. But I'm going to dry this and then I'm going to add a few little details at the end. And that's just going to make it feel more complete. And I really do this without overthinking it. As a matter of fact, I was doing this on a live and people were asking questions along the way. I'd start and I'd stop, watch the paint dry, talk a little more. And it was really relaxing. So in just minutes, I had something that was very beautiful. And that's exactly why people are loving these grandma hobbies, because it's like instant creativity. There's low pressure and total enjoyment. But with watercolor, if you just start like abstract and just watching paint move and watching colors without getting into your head too much, it's just completely enjoyable. And I think so many of us start now with the thought process, this has to be perfect, has to be beautiful. And we kind of skip all of the hard stuff. And this really is the hard stuff, believe it or not. Just watching the pigment move, watching how much water you use, and learning that slowly. And then as it develops, you could get into a little bit more of that perfectionism. But I think we all start out with wanting to be perfect, and that's where we go wrong with this. So if you are at that point where you're very frustrated, you've tried watercolor before, I want you to step back and start it over and just play with your paints, play with your colors, play with the water, and do it in a relaxing way rather than expecting some beautiful masterpiece out of it, because that's the muck. That's where you learn. That's where you play and have fun. It's like being a kid playing in the mud again, making your mud pies. You got to make your mud pies to, end up with your sand castles at the beach, right? I don't know if that's really working for a, what do they call it, metaphor, but you get my gist. Okay, let's just talk about riding bikes. All right, you have to learn how to ride with your training wheels before you can just jump on a bike and start riding. And then, boy, when it does happen, it happens fast. And it's like you never forget, even if you've been off of a bike for 10 years. So let's talk a little bit about why this matters right now. I think something else that I've been noticing is people are really craving that slower hobby right now. We are all on our phones, we are scrolling all day, and watercolor kind of pulls you out of that for a bit. And it truly forces us to slow down, to be in the present, and to just watch what's happening on the paper. And I think that's why these so-called grandma hobbies are coming back, because they're simple, they're grounding, and they give you a little bit of a break from all of the noise, right?
So even if you think it's a grandma hobby, it's actually totally modern, fun, and a great way to tap into your creative side. And the best part, you can do it anywhere. You can do it at your kitchen table, a balcony, or even while hanging out with your kids.
So let's talk a little bit about why this matters right now. I think something else that I've been noticing is people are really craving that slower hobby right now. We are all on our phones, we are scrolling all day, and watercolor kind of pulls you out of that for a bit. And it truly forces us to slow down, to be in the present, and to just watch what's happening on the paper. And I think that's why these so-called grandma hobbies are coming back, because they're simple, they're grounding, and they give you a little bit of a break from all of the noise, right? And let's talk about it not having to be perfect. And let me just say this because I know a lot of you do feel it. You don't have to be good at this to enjoy it. Some of my favorite pieces started out really messy, didn't go the way I planned. And honestly, that's kind of the point with watercolor. And I've been doing this for 20 years, and I still have days where I have a mess on my paper. But it's not about perfection. It's about letting go a little bit and seeing what happens. And if you have been holding back because you're worried about messing it up, you're actually doing it right.
All right. And I am curious, what's a grandma hobby that you have tried or you wanted to try? I love hearing these. So let me end off by saying if you have been curious about watercolor or just wanting a relaxing creative hobby, give it a try. And if you're still a little nervous about trying watercolor, check out this video next. It's about the fear that stops most watercolor beginners. I think you'll enjoy it. I will be sharing more tips and projects like this, so make sure to subscribe and hit that bell. And if you want to go deeper, I have the full-length tutorials and courses where we really dive into watercolor techniques. But for now, just grab your brushes, your paper, and let the magic happen.
Didn't get a chance to check out why you should start watercolor in your 50s and plus, you should watch that video next.
Thanks for hanging with me today. We'll see you in the next one.